What up, what up, what up? How's Periscope doing today? Just finished up an asylum workout and thought I had some people asking questions during the workout, so I thought I would hop on here for kind of a post-workout Q&A. Pretty much anything regarding health, fitness, nutrition, mindset, motivation, all that kind of stuff is basically what I do for a career. So if you have any health and fitness questions, now would be the time to ask those. Just finished up an asylum workout, which kicked my butt big time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a bunch of faces hopping on here. So I just finished up an hour-long speed and agility workout from Asylum, the Insanity workout. So using these agility ladders, some tough stuff. And during the Periscope I was doing of that workout, you can go to my channel, watch that whole thing pretty much. So during the workout, I had people asking questions, so I figured what I'll start doing is putting my workouts up on Periscope here, and then afterwards I'll start a new broadcast like I'm doing right now, and I'll start taking health and fitness Q&A basically. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, now would be the time to drop a comment. Let me know. Got a lot of people hopping on here. Drop a comment. Let me know if this is your first time and where you're from. I like to kind of get to know my followers a little bit. Cardio before, after weightlifting. I am a fan of afterwards. It also depends on the type of cardio. So typically if you're doing like a really intense, Nashville, nice. I was just down in Nashville for our company convention 2 weeks ago. So if you're doing a really, really intense weightlifting session, you are depleting all of that glycogen out of your muscle. So you don't want to do high intensity cardio right after, because you're going to be tapping into muscle tissue at that point. So what you want to do is kind of the lower impact, lower intensity cardio for a longer duration of time post-workout. I'm a fan of that unless you have carbs within. Let me turn this down real quick. So if you have glycogen in your like do push-ups, can you explain a number of reps and sets for a beginner? You got it. So if you have glycogen within your system, I do not have a six-pack currently. I'm sitting at about 17% body fat. Six-pack doesn't come in unless you're getting towards 10% or below. So I'm starting a new regimen, Body Beast, on August 10th, next Monday. So I will be starting my little six-pack journey then. Trying to lose some stomach fat. What do you recommend? Stomach fat, it's gonna be the last thing to go. Beachbody, yep, Beachbody. I've been a coach for 6 years with the company. I lost 50 pounds myself, so I've been through the journey. That's why I coach now, because I understand the maze it takes to go through a health and fitness journey. So I've been a coach for 6 years, treat it like a hobby for 4 years. I've been a full-time coach for the last 2 years. So I quit all my jobs, and this is what I do full-time. Better start working out. Really? You just missed. I just did an hour-long workout. So you can take negativity, go somewhere else. So when it comes to the stomach fat though, guys, it's gonna be the 20 pounds since January. Nice, nice, that's awesome. So when it comes to stomach fat, guys, you just have to be patient. It's gonna be the last thing to come off of your body. So for example, I lost 50 pounds, right? I especially being a guy, I hold on to the lower stomach. So I had a lot of stomach fat up until I started my journey at about 225 pounds. And so once I started to drop weight, and once I got down to, it was about 185, 180, is where the stomach fat really started to shrink down. And then I took my after picture at 175, and that's where I almost had a full six-pack. It takes time, guys. It takes time and consistency. You have to consume less calories than what you're burning, so you're burning more calories than you're eating, and you have to do that for an extended period of time. There's no shortcuts. You can't expect your stomach and all this fat on our body to shrink up real quick, right? You see these people that are like, oh my gosh, I lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks and all that kind of stuff. It's going to take time and consistency, because if you're losing a lot of weight really fast, typically you're depleting muscle, you're depleting water, glycogen within your muscle. Those are the things that are actually losing weight per se. So that's what you see on the scale. So you guys, when it comes to stomach fat or weight loss in general, fat loss in general, it takes time and consistency. You know, you're looking at not a 2-week journey, not a 1-month journey, not a 6-month journey. You have to make it a lifestyle, and over time it will happen if you stay consistent with it. So yeah, that's kind of my take on that. There's one other question that was asked I kind of forgot. So if you guys have any health and fitness questions, just drop them below. You know, I've been through it. I know I still go through the daily struggles like anything else. Thanks for sharing on Twitter there. Oh yeah, push-ups, that's right, thanks for that. So beginner push-ups. Exercise more. Yep, I mean, that's one thing to know it and another thing to practice it. That's probably the hardest thing for most people. So when it comes to push-ups, I did a video on YouTube. If you go onto my YouTube channel, look up Coach Chaz Fitness. I did a push-up video and explain how to do beginner push-ups all the way up to advanced. And if you eat healthy, yep, whole foods, stick with good, nutritious foods, and you know your body's going to use it the way it's supposed to. So push-ups, you know, if you can only do 1 on your toes and you can do, you know, 5 on your knees, then you push for that 1 or 2 reps on your toes first. Use as much strength as you can, and then burn out with your knees. You know, a lot of people will only stick with the push-up that's easiest for them. And your body never adapts to easy. Your body adapts to stress, right? So if you want to get better at push-ups, just start doing more push-ups. That's as simple as it is. So my advice for a beginner doing push-ups, just do it. Drop down and do a set of 5. If that completely fatigues you, take a few minutes to rest. Do another set of 5. Do another set of 5. So you have to make sure your form is on point. You have to make sure that you are actually just going for it. You can't show up, you know, I've had a lot of people, especially pull-ups. I have a pull-up bar right here, right? For the longest time, I wanted to do pull-ups, and I couldn't because I wasn't strong enough. And so to get better at pull-ups, instead of complaining that I couldn't do pull-ups, I had to suck it up one day and just start doing pull-ups. And so every time I came out to my garage here, I was in a different house at the time, but I had a similar pull-up bar in the doorway. So every time I went into that room that I had the pull-up bar in, I would try to do a couple. And then I did that, you know, multiple times a day, and eventually I got better and better. So that's my biggest recommendation for a beginner is if you want to get better at push-ups, just start doing push-ups. You know, do it every other day, do it every day. If you're really, really sore, take a day off. You don't want to stress it so much that you're going to be tearing stuff. So that's my biggest tip on that thing. How are you guys doing today? Drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. As you can see, this thing was a light blue when I started. Need to work in your upper body to do, yeah. Pull-ups are the hardest, I mean, one of the hardest exercises ever. Florida, nice. So, yeah, I mean, pull-ups they're really tough. You have to work everything. You have to have bicep strength, you have to have shoulder strength. Pretty much your entire upper body is used in those things. Chin-ups, yep. I'm actually drinking a recovery drink. Got these 2 here. So I had some extra of my first one, so I'm using, combining both of them. So this is a P90X brand results and recovery formula, which is an orange creamsicle flavor. Out of any supplement I've ever used in my life, this is the best tasting one I've ever used. I've been using that for about 4 years. Every 10 pounds lost adds half an inch. I have no idea. It's not a topic I'm an expert in. So this is an orange creamsicle, and then I mixed it with our new one. We just launched this thing 2 weeks ago. I got my hand on the full stack. So we have a pre-workout, a during workout hydration, a post-workout, which is what this is, and then we actually have a nighttime formula too to help with recovery. So I'm just now starting to implement this into my diet. So this is a recovery chocolate flavor. So this is why I mixed them: chocolate, orange creamsicle. And that's what you have right here is a chocolate orange creamsicle. Basically a combination of whey protein. There's a couple extra newer ingredients in here. How does protein shakes works? It just gets protein into your muscles. You know, especially post-workout, you think about when you work out, you are putting so much effort and force into that your muscles are physically just being depleted, right? So all that glycogen and everything is being pushed out of there. So you want to get it back into your system, and during workout, your muscle fibers are actually tearing and breaking down. So you want that protein to get back in there, because protein is branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs, which you probably heard, and those are what make up muscle tissue. So with broken down muscle tissue, you want to get protein back in there after a workout to help it build back up. This has a few extra ingredients as well. Beachbody is a company I firmly back up and believe in, just because they put quality ingredients into their products. So the combination of these two is freaking awesome. That one definitely helps with my soreness right here. I've been using that for about four years. Basic exercises will help you do a lot of push-ups, pull-ups, run 2.5 miles to keep you in. You know, like I just said, if you want to get better at push-ups and pull-ups and running, you have to do push-ups, pull-ups, and running. Keep it simple. If you want to, you know, one side option is, if you want to get on a full program, this is what I do as a career, guys. I help people get in shape, and for whatever goal you set, so like you say, you just want to be able to run those 2.5 miles and do all that kind of stuff. If you want to go full force with it, I do offer at-home programs you can do at your house. So if you guys are interested in more information on that stuff and getting plugged into our accountability group on Facebook, having myself as your personal coach, we do weekly calls. I set, you know, get you plugged in with the right program, that kind of stuff. Hit me up on Facebook. It's facebook.com/betterlife90, or look up Charles Leslie and you'll see me pop up. It's a picture of me, my baby boy, a little 7-month-old. So if you guys want to get going on your own journey and kind of go through the process I've been through, because I've lost the 50 pounds, I've put on muscle, so I've definitely been through the maze. I know the struggles. So that's why I like to coach and help people on it. Be careful with some of the protein shakes. Some of them are not good. You nailed it. Funniest thing is, you know, I get some of my clients that they ask me, what's a good quality protein shake? And I say this right here. This is the highest quality you can possibly get inside of a protein shake. And then they come back a week later and say, oh, well, I went to Walmart and I bought the $15 protein. And then they question why they get bloated, why they feel like crap. And when it comes to supplements, typically you get what you pay for. So yeah, you can go to Walmart and get all this cheap crap, but it's a lot of fillers, it's a lot of, you know, it's going to be the colorings that they put inside of crap. It's going to be a lot of artificial ingredients. You go with whole foods based products that are high quality, because that's what your body utilizes. A lot of people don't understand how the body breaks nutrients down. So even though you are eating 200, or let's use protein for example. If you take a scoop of protein for 20 grams, if you put 20 grams of protein into your body, if it is a cheap quality protein, you will not absorb all 20 grams of that. You might absorb 10, 12, 15 grams. But if you get a high quality protein inside of you, your body soaks it up and uses it. That's the difference between qualities. That's why I go with the best of the best. I don't cheat my body on wasting money on all this bull crap. If I'm going to put supplements and healthy food in my body, I'm going to get the best of the best. So that's your grass-fed meats. That's going to be your organic vegetables, all that kind of stuff. Awesome. Have a nice day. Thanks for hopping on here. So I think I hit everyone's questions. The push-ups, basic fitness routine, all that kind of stuff. Fasted cardio, good or bad? I've messed around with a lot of different methods in the past. So I've actually been doing fasted workouts for about, I'm going to say, a year and a half. It's only actually 2 weeks ago when I started doing Asylum. I need something in my system as far as like carbs and sugar, or I just bonk. So if you're doing, my rule of thumb is, if you're doing weightlifting, then if it's a solid weightlifting routine, then you can do that fasted. I'm a big fan of it. Eat your first meal at like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And then if you are doing something high intense like Asylum or something crazy as far as cardio, get some sugar in you, just because your body's going to use that. A lot of people do fasted cardio too much, and that's where you see them lose muscle tissue, so they get what we call skinny fat. which I've been. I was skinny fat when I was 175. I started to get my six-pack in, but if you look back at my old pictures, shoulders were tiny, my arms were tiny, everything was just shriveling down because I was eating up so much of my own muscle tissue by doing the wrong stuff, the wrong nutrition method. I was doing the wrong workouts. What to eat before breakfast, before working out. It really just depends on you and what you tolerate. For me, I usually, lately, the last couple weeks, since I switched over my routine, I've been doing a scoop of Shakeology first thing in the morning, and then I will do a banana. I run perfectly fine on just those two things. Other people, they are starving when they wake up, so they might need something like oatmeal and peanut butter. So you play around with different foods and you find basically what gives you energy. So if you know that you eat a certain type of food like oatmeal and it makes you bloated and you don't feel good, don't eat that before a workout. Don't eat that, period. Don't eat foods that make you feel like garbage. You find the base of foods that make you feel good and give you nutrients and energy, and that's what you eat. So for some people, it's a banana with peanut butter. It can be a scoop of protein. It can be all kinds of different stuff. So you just play around and find what works for you. Any more cues that need some A's? I'm about ready to go shower, and then I need to start my work day. Gonna go up to a coffee shop and put in a few hours. No problem, my pleasure. That's why I do Periscope. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna start doing is I'll record some of my workouts like I did today. If you go back to my Periscope channel, you'll see about 20 minutes worth of this. Thank you, have a good day. So I'll start recording some of my workouts, and when I start my Body Beast program next Monday, the 10th, I'll start getting a lot more nutrition videos up here. And I also take these Periscopes, I upload them to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel as well. So you can look up Coach Chaz Fitness on both Facebook and YouTube, and you'll see me pop up. So what I'm going to do is start doing my workouts, and then I'll stop that recording, start a new one like this, and I'll take Q&A afterwards. Because during the workouts, it's hard for me to focus on the exercise and then keep going back to my phone and checking for comments, or you see the comments kind of float up and then they disappear. I actually just saw there's a program that captures those comments, so I think I'm going to look into that today. That way I don't miss anything. But aside from that, guys, this has been Charles Leslie, your Coach Chaz, fitness and lifestyle coach, as well as massage therapist. I'm here to pretty much give out information, free value. Not charging a dime for any of this. I love to connect with people and help you guys reach your goals, because I know what it's like to reach my personal goals, and it feels incredible. So I'm here for you guys. Again, if you want to connect with me on Facebook and chat one-on-one, or just follow what I post on there, facebook.com/betterlife90. One word. You guys have a blessed day. Peace out. I'll see you later.